Would you guys believe that I recorded this entire thing one time, but the audio wasn't on? Problem with the audio. So we're gonna get right back into this again for the second time. See what I do for y'all? This is a lot. Like I said in the previous video, I'm gonna try and do this every day this week because we have a whole lot. I have like a good 300 entries and I want to get everybody on here. So this week is gonna be a rampage. I have something special for you guys on Friday, so watch out for that. But let's get right into this video. So like I said in the first one, I'm gonna stop saying that, but this one is dope. The fade is pretty dope. Right here it's slightly blotchy, but overall like this fade is pretty clean. I really love it. I think there's like a little hair here. I don't know if that's a shadow or hair. I feel like that's hair. Just clean that up a bit. Clean up. I don't know if there's spots on his skin or not. This is weird, but I don't like this hanging over part right here. I think it needs to be cut down. It needs to be shaping up, because if not, you're allowing the shadow to be its own hairline. Like it's gonna look weird. It's gonna look like PC, like the hair here on the face, so it's not gonna look as sharp as possible. Here could be sharper too. Just hit that real close one time and it'll be nice and fly. I'm giving this one an 8. This fade back here is pretty good. There's light in behind it, so when you backlight, when you have something backlit, the subject is too dark, so you want to make sure the light is hitting where you want me to see it, just like it is here. Seems like the light source is coming this way, but even so, it still wraps around his face and we can still see it. I feel like this is a dark weight line. It could just be faded out a bit. Use the corner of the blade and you can really just erase that piece right there. It's really not it's really just detail. You know, after you go through your whole process, you need to go through detail after that. Like, detail is really important. That's what differentiates good barbers and great barbers. Like, spend time on the haircut, take patience, and take your time. I'm giving this one an 8 as well. Jeff Reezy, this is extremely dope. See, now when I told you about here at RMF, right? We don't only grade the haircuts. We look at the image itself. How well did you frame it? We're not grading quality, because we know people have different frames, different ranges, one from DSLRs to iPhones. You have a lot of different qualities. So I'm not grading the fact that you have good or bad quality. It's just that you need to make sure you frame it well. The lighting on here is harsh on the hair, so it's like erasing, kinda, you know what I mean? But the fade is pretty dope. It's fairly amazing. I really like this. I'm giving this one an 8.5, regardless of whatever my gripe is with that. Next one, this is also dope. The lineup is clean, but I just feel like the angling is not as good as it could be here. If you look here, it's a straight line. You want it to gradually go to like where the ear is, gradually get there, like a C shape, and then come down here and do that as well. It's pretty sharp. The corners here need to be worked on some more. Like I said in that other video, you need to focus on the corners, because the corners really make everything look sharp. The fade, it's pretty good. I can tell that it's bald here, and then it doesn't look like there's much transition up here, but overall you can't see any lines. That's good. So I'm giving this one an 8. I remember this from the last one. Harry BBXX. Anyway, this is an alright fade. It's my only thing is like the shape up here needs to be slightly sharper. I think like what you need to stay away from is if something looks like it's growing back, you might want to take, like, it looks like it's growing back, you know what I'm saying? Like you cut it, but it doesn't scream fade, you feel what I'm saying? So you want to make sure that you either make this part lighter or make this part darker, or just shape it up, because it just, I don't know, that's just me, that's my opinion. Doesn't mean it's right or wrong, but you know, that's how I feel. But either way, this is also dope, giving this an 8. First thing I noticed is that this is lighter right here than everything else. Across the board, most people's hair is thinner here than it is at the back, so you need to pay attention to that. So you need to spend more time fading back here or leave more hair here, whichever one. There's a weight line here and the hair is curling up right here at the front. You want to cut that down or like shape it up some more or something like that. And here you can't just leave this here. It seems like either you're trying to grow this back or not, but you want to make sure that line is defined. Make sure that it's cut and there's a difference between the side and the top, or you know, whichever. But and also if you want to make sure this is clean and laid down, you cut it down. Like you turn the clipper over and you go with the grain and then make it more polished. But other than that, like, you seem to understand this corner could be sharper too, but you seem to understand like the shape of a hairline. You know what you're looking at, you know what you're doing. Right here is just putting in the time. You need to put in the reps, and then you know you do well. I'm giving this one a 7. That lineup is super crisp. Line here crisp, line here crisp, up here like the style. I'm not sure if you fully did it or not, but look at you. This look like you in what's his name's barbershop, E. Jones. But you want to make sure you fade up right here. Like, you gotta fade this because this just looks unintentional and not well. Like, you need to fade this, and if it seems like you want to keep this line dark, just fade around here and fade to the line so you don't, you know, make it look lighter than it needs to be. Back here, like, yet again, like, it looks like it's growing back. You want to fade that out or line it up because it just doesn't look finished. And other than that, it's fairly dope. I'm giving this one a 9. This doesn't look like, I remember this. This doesn't look like a cut. Like, it doesn't look like you cut it because it's just like a shape up. It's not like polished. It doesn't seem like you brushed it enough. The fade isn't finished. You need to. And another thing is, like, you got the lineup. The lineup is good. I like the angles. I like the corners. It's not sharp enough. You need to get you a blade or sharper edgers if you can handle that or something. And right here, I'd push this back slightly, and probably bald this out. But you know, I'm giving this one a 7 too. Wow, this is crisp. This lineup is crisp. This lineup is crisp. Abel's cuts. This is pretty dope, bro. Pretty dope. Giving this one an 8. Only because I feel like I don't know what's happening here. The hair is coming down on it. I just want to see, like, if this was darker, if you put this darker, a higher dynamic range basically is what I'm looking for. This lineup is sharp though. What? Yet again. This is straight. It's straight, then it curves right here. You want to make sure that it's curving like from here to where the ear starts. If it's not doing that, then it just doesn't form to the face. That's what the whole point of a shape up is, to make it look good on the person's face. It could look good on somebody else's face or something, but you want to make sure that it's intentionally there. You didn't dust off the hair. The hair still right here. It's just not a finished cut. When it comes to the fade, yet again, bald this out or something. You can't just leave it in an awkward hair position is what I would call this. And you need to make this a little more defined. You're either gonna fade it or not. It just seems like an indecisive point right there. I'm giving this a 7 as well. Remember this cut from the last one. A gripe I have with some of these framings is just that, like, this is, if you look at the fade, it's only this part of the cut. You're asking me to rate the fade. It'd make more sense if you asked me to rate the design of the barbershop, because it's so much more of this photo, or the design of right here, because this looks good. I don't know if you designed it or not. That's just the way his hair grows, but from what I can see, it looks okay. But just because of the framing, it just can't. I'm giving this an 8. Can't really see the cut. Yet again, so much barbershop, not enough fade, but I'm just gonna zoom in here. Great fade. The fade is good. Only problem I have here is the lineup. I can't see anything really sharp here. You could have really not lined them up and I wouldn't know the difference for real, because I can't really tell. Just make this a little sharper. Corners, hit those corners. Make sure there's some angle there, not a curve. Make sure you're combing when you're shaping up as well to make it sharper. Giving this one a 7. Dope fade though. This is just unpleasant. This doesn't look. It looks like you tried to dye right here. It's blotchy here. It doesn't look natural. And on this side, it doesn't even look like you did it. But you can definitely see it here. And there's a wave right here. It's sharp up close to things like this. It's just unpleasant. I'm giving this a 5. Yet again, you don't want to make it look like hair is growing back. If hair is growing back, then they might as well not get a cut. You know what I'm saying? If you need to shape this up to make this fade look more intentional, lighten this up some more and make a higher dynamic range, shape this up so it doesn't look like this is growing back. I don't know what's happening here. It looks kind of sharp, but I'd want to see more of this front fade here. Nice job with the ears though. Good job. Give this one an 8. The biggest problem I have with this is the lineup. It looks like it's slightly going this way. Can't see nothing here. This curly part, I'm not sure what's happening. This fade, it doesn't look like you even faded, but the lineup is okay, but it looks like you went too far back. I'm giving this a 7. Yet again, looking like it's growing back. You want to make this sharp. Lighten this part up. Nicely bald here. Nice crisp lineup though. Giving this one an 8 too. But thanks for watching this episode of RMF. Make sure you submit your photos to my email. All of this stuff is in the description. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys in the next video. I totally forgot to mention to you guys that, and that's Spider-Man in the background this whole time. But I totally forgot to mention to you guys that Aiden X Ben on Instagram, or unknown user on YouTube, is the one who won the Walmart Clipper Challenge. Congratulations, bro. You won the Walmart Clipper Challenge. I totally forgot to mention that in all the videos that I've been posting. But congratulations, bro.